Hello, hello, it's Helen Godden. Welcome back. It's December 3rd of our Christmas countdown Quiltalong. So we're looking at this large area here. So I'm going to grab my friction pen again and make some markings that are parallel and work with the curves that we've got there. I'm just going to turn the job so the camera, my hand's not in the way quite as much. So the easiest way is to find the middle first and then divide each of those areas. So you're adding 3 lines, which gives us 4 divisions. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go parallel to this line, and we need to finish at that line. So I'm going to come down here, but you can see at some stage it needs to turn just that little bit. See how they went from curving that way to being straight to now curving slightly to match this one. But each of those spaces are about, I don't know, an inch, smaller than an inch. As long as they're evenly spaced and the space you're left with is about a square. It's squarish. Yes, it gets exaggerated at that end, but that's okay. So we're going to do cathedral windows, but into this odd shape, so that the quilting now is recognising the fact that it's in an odd shape rather than just going on it flat and square and vertical. It's actually going to show off that shape and show off the circular nature of this rather than just being flat and straight. So this is cathedral window. Some of you might call this continuous curve. So I'm going to come along here to that first vertical and bounce down from one intersection to the next. Just a little bounce. And touch that intersection right the way down to the bottom and then close it off. Coming back up, going back to that same point, closing it off. Okay, now bounce across to the next one and do the same thing. This will all happen in one continuous thread. There will be no stopping and cutting our thread at all. Bounce across. Bounce across, come down, all down one side, and then back up the other side. Now, some of you may have been taught how to do this a little bit differently, and I'll demonstrate that next, but I actually feel it's a harder way to do it. Same end result, and if you're good at that, doing it this alternative way, that's fine, but I think for beginners, this idea of going down one side, closing it off is the simplest concept. Here's another method where you swing down one side and then swing across to the other side and then swing across and then swing across. Now, to my way of thinking, that's 2 lots of thinking you're doing. Swing one way and then at that point, immediately swing the opposite way, but in mirror image exactly the same. Like, it's just easier to just do all the same down one side, all the same down the other side. So I don't mind which way you do it. The end result's the same. I just find this takes a lot more thinking. And I've actually questioned people as to why they teach it this way. Look, I can see a difference in those two. Okay, not as consistent. Why do they teach it this way? And I finally found out the answer. It's because people used to teach quilting with a walking foot only. Now, you can make a walking foot swing from side to side, but you can't make a walking foot bounce. So that's why it was taught that way. I don't think it's anywhere near as neat as that. So your choice, but this is how I do it. So when you've got them all going in that one direction, you bounce across to that corner, bounce down the side, and now start traveling across in the opposite direction. So in this case, I'm going across in the horizontal, bounce-ity bounce, close it off. It's important to do that little half bounce at the side because it makes the pattern look like it continues beyond its boundaries. It makes the eye think the pattern continues on. Now I'm going to show you this difficult curve here that's got quite a swing to it. If you were trying that other method that I showed you, you would get yourself a little bit lost and confused, I can assure you, because it's taking the pattern and exaggerating it with that shape. So anyway, that's just my suggestion. Come down here, bounce across the finish line. And then up the sideline here, right back to the beginning. And you've done the whole thing. It looks fantastic. Okay, so this is what naturally happens because that area gets wider and more exaggerated. The shape gets more exaggerated. But the fact that it's gradual looks really cool. And when that friction pen is gone, you're left with an awesome design that people will go, how on earth did she do that? Well, now you know the secret. Okay, so that's December 3. Thanks very much. We'll see you, I guess, tomorrow at the same time. Bye-bye. Copyright free Christmas music, copyright free Christmas music. I don't want to pay for Christmas music, copyright free Christmas music.